Well, the birdie says it's right on the hour. Hello. Happy Tuesday unexpected stream to you all. It is a goal of mine to add another stream. I've only been streaming two for a while, and it seemed necessary because there for a while we were just busy. Going. And I would be rearranging, missing. Now I'm starting to think things are settled down a little, and we're here for the mowing, right? We're not going to travel this summer other than maybe a day trip, and I can plan that around streams. Hubby, I have missed the morning streams, and morning is really the best time for me to stream. Hubby has TV shows. He loves to watch the murder mystery shows, like Murder, She Wrote, and Diagnosis Murder, and stuff like that. It doesn't matter how many times he's seen them, he likes to watch them. So he tends to watch TV in the morning. And actually that's okay, because our outside work really is something you have to do in the late afternoon, early evening, because of the dew. If you're going to do any kind of work, usually it's just really wet on the grass. Most of the work of what we do is mow. He is also doing a lot of cutting, trimming, that sort of thing, and those have to be drug to a pile, let dry out a little, and then burned. I mean, he has other work than just mowing, but on the whole, this is the pattern we've fallen into, and I've always been wanting to add a morning stream. So we're going to try Tuesday mornings. I still am going to stick with Thursday evenings and hopefully Sunday afternoons. Okay. I started this project. I started it last stream, which would have been Sunday. I didn't work on it during the time that I haven't been streaming. So we're going to work on the sequined house. See how far I can get. I would like to finish this. I don't know. I'm really slow. Okay, I have to make notes here real quick. Today is 5/14. Tuesday AM stream. Sequin art. House. I just did a bad thing. I just ordered more kits. This is something, it is quick point, so it's like needlepoint, only bigger, right? And this is a Christmas gift that I would like to give. So I could get a better deal if I ordered two, so I ordered the one I want to give as a gift. I want to make it and give as a gift. And the other one is one for me. And it's a little lamb. It's so cute. So I like pillows. I have a lot of pillows on the bed that's behind me. The pillows that I put on the couch in the living room are functional. Hubby often sleeps laying down on the couch, so I have regular bed pillows with nice shams on them in those. So what's slowing me down the most on this is deciding what color to use. And these tiny little pins, Lord, they're tiny. I need blue. These are great big sequins and tiny little pins. Oh, see? My red one fell off. I really am not impressed with this kit. Okay, I'm also trying EDM music from Pretzel. I have no idea. Right now it's sounding a bit frantic, not very chill. Of course, it wasn't labeled as chill, it was labeled as happy music. Keep you happy. Oh, that's right. I was putting a bead in here. That's what I've forgotten. That's what, okay. The bead helps keep it from the sequin falling off. I totally forgot. The beads are crystal clear and they just blended into the tray there. I bet you I'm not. Yeah, I am on camera. Good. I really need more light. So we are going to move a few things here. Let's see if I can get this down on the table. Just dumped everything. Okay, that's gonna help. Okay, I'm changing. Let's see how this goes. It's not chill, it's lo-fi. So let's see if this is a little better. Sorry, that puts the light right in the camera. How about that? Yeah. Okay. Onward. Now I have shadows. Oh my gosh. Here. Let's see how that goes. Alright. I need an assistant that does nothing but put the little bead. I may have to get a different color for the beads. They are quite difficult to see. Anyway, the quick point kit is going to be a lot of fun. I love needlepoint, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And hopefully it lives up to its name. It goes pretty quick. I bought the backing. The only thing I didn't buy was forms. I don't know, for the pillow, I don't know whether I want to stuff with stuffing, which I have a lot of already, or buy forms. Got into a little more than I had planned on the cost already with what I bought. However, this is for the son of my really dear friend, and his absolute favorite. He has Asperger syndrome. His absolute favorite animal is a fox. He collects all sorts of stuffed animals that are foxes. He's very functional, but doesn't work. He is probably about 8 or 9 years in mentality. even though he's approaching 30. Okay, we're going to have an ad break in 3-4 minutes. I need to put more purple in the tray. Everything piled right here. It's blue. Those are little. Oh, it's way underneath here. Also, why do I have a charger cord just laying like a snake over everything here? These things, you know, you never can find them when you need them. And they're hanging around when you don't. Alright. There we go. They shine so. They make me happy because they're so shiny. Oh, I have a piece of scrap paper there. Don't need it. So, did everybody have a nice Mother's Day? I'm going to talk about Mother's Day because my daughter treated me so nice with a gift that involved both of us time together. I, at one point, did make the comment that I don't need things, I just need time with her. And she took me at my word. But I had a great time. Oh, I don't want purple. I already have purple. I want blue. In my long ago past, before I went out to live in California, I lived here in this area, not at this house. Had an apartment with my daughter and her father, my first husband. And right after we moved here, I wasn't really spinning yet. I had the spinning wheel, but I wasn't really spinning a lot. And I was really into the make your own. And right after we moved here, both my husband and I kind of got interested in weaving. We saw somebody weaving, and looked into looms, but I knew nothing about it, and I didn't have the books. So we found out that in Louisville, there is a place called the Little Loom House, and the lady who ran it was Lou Tate. She was very famous in the industry for taking coverlets, which is a woven Appalachian style blanket or bedspread. It's called a coverlet, and they are gorgeous patterns. And she was able to take a scrap, like if somebody had one that was in their family forever, but all they had was pieces of it, right? She was able to take that and write out the weaving pattern and weave it. Very, very fascinating to me with that part of it. The pattern work and the math that goes behind it, and the threading of the warp itself, and all of that. Very interesting to me. So I took lessons, got books, got one of her little tabletop looms, and I proceeded to weave a little bit. And then went on, to the spinning and kind of let the weaving go. Alright, here, I gotta take a break here while I'm talking and figure out what's next. I did my roof. I didn't leave a snow line on top. I need to take these out so I have a snow line. I'll just leave them. In the pin. Stick them somewhere else. Alright. I forgot to leave a snow line there. Okay. Fill in the sides of the chimney below the snow line using chocolate brown sequins. Okay. I wonder if I should be putting, I think I'm supposed to, yes. Alright, at least one of these trays I need to empty. Boy, my mic is acting crazy. It's on the setting here. I mean, it's bouncing up into the red a lot. I don't know, I'll try that. That looks like that may control it a little bit better. I just moved the volume down a little bit. Okay. I don't know how to do this without mixing all the colors together. I guess that isn't really that bad of an option. I can pick out these big ones. This will work. Tiddlywink sequins. Okay, so I was giving you a little bit of history of why I liked, or how I learned about liking weaving, and the fact that we went to, in my early adulthood, we went to the Little Loom House to learn weaving. And I moved away from I moved away from Louisville, that apartment where we lived, to California. Hubby had gotten a job offer out in California, and I was like, okay, and went with him, of course. Loved it. Lived there 6 years, I think. And then we started talking about coming back because his parents were back in this area. Mine were, not in this area, but nearby. And we moved back to this area, had a short-term apartment lease, and then finally bought this house. Okay. End of that history. These are small. Do I have large? Fill the side of the chimney using chocolate brown sequins. I don't have anything else that would even remotely be like chocolate brown sequins. These are all sea beads. These are my snow. This is large blue, large gold, large green, large red, small, or large purple, and 3 small. They don't give a, well, yeah, they do. Let's see. Chocolate brown. Yep. They don't really give a list of what the colors are in here. They just say sequins. Got myself some ice water, extra cold water. I'll tell you, I woke up extremely thirsty and I realized I don't think I had anything other than coffee to drink yesterday. No water or nothing. I'm working on dehydrating myself here. So I fixed that by making this a let's pay attention to water day. Alright, so I am doing I wonder if I need, I don't think I need the thing with the little ones. Because, man, this is going to be tight. Let's do this first. So I'm not going all the way to the top because that's supposed to be snow up there. Unfortunately, the snow are also small sequins. Is that music too loud? I haven't been listening. I had done some testing. I haven't released it. But, you know, it seemed like if I had the music up to 50, which is halfway, it was fine. You could hear me talking just fine. So, oops. But let's just drop everything. Drop the pin, drop the sequin. What happens if do they flip for me? They're not as accommodating as beads. Come on, get on there. Anyway, going back to the weaving, what my daughter saw was this little loom house, which I don't go to at all anymore because I don't really live all that close to anything in Louisville. It's a drive both ways, and I just do my shopping in the closer town. And my daughter saw that the little loom house was having a Mother's Day tea, and she got tickets for both of us, and we went there. And this loom house, it's not a house. First of all, it is up a hill, serious hill, wooded, so it just doesn't look urban at all. And the property always has had 3 cabins on it. The lowest down the hill, and Lou Tate must have spent her life walking up and down that hill. The lowest, which was about halfway up the hill itself, was her cabin where she lived, and it was 2-story. She had tons of things, looms, things she had made, that sort of thing on the first floor, and she lived upstairs. Very rustic. The second cabin in the middle was also a storage area for her looms. And then the third one at the very top was 2 rooms that were classrooms for weaving. And one side of the partition had great big looms, the other side had little looms that were her style of loom. They were called Lou Tate looms, and that's what I have. It sits on a table. So anyway, after she passed away, and I found out she passed away in, let's see, 79, I think. There was a foundation created to keep it tended to, and they started with the uppermost and remodeled it, and then they started giving classes in there, and that was their source of income. And as they got more and more solvent, I need to look at a picture. I wonder if I'm supposed to, I think I might be doing one on the edge here. How would that work? Quite well, actually. Yeah, they redid each one, and the one that was where she lived has two rooms, and the one room is a great big kitchen, modern kitchen, and the other room can be used as teaching or for functions, and the tea was held in there. One of my delights about it, they had tables of 4, and they were card tables. Each table was set, draped with 2 vintage tablecloths. It was, an undercloth one that was pretty standard white, and then there was a pretty one that was generally embroidered. And this is my love, right? I have a whole Rubbermaid container of these kind of tablecloths. I love them, and I just adored having tea where they used them. So we sat there for about 45 minutes, and then they said, after you've had whatever you want, they had little tea sandwiches and petit fours, and came around. They just used tea bags. They didn't have pots of tea, but they came around and filled your cup up with hot water. And they said, after you've had what you wanted at the tea, please go to the top house. That's what it's called, the one that's at the top of the hill, and do some weaving. And they have that one all set up, like I said, for teaching. It's a fantastic experience. They have room for 24 looms. They actually took the partition out and made it one great big room. So they have room for 2 real long trestle tables that they are set 6 looms all the way down the side, so they have room for 24 looms. So Andrea and I, and the looms are warped. You don't have to do that. You just sit down and start weaving. You go over to, they have yarn everywhere. They have warping yarn. They've got weft yarn, thicker yarn, and baskets all over the side of the room. And you go over and get a shuttle and wrap your yarn, whatever, you pick out some yarn and you wrap your yarn around there. And they did have a little assistant, and she came over and started you. She just had a real short spiel. It was a 2 treadle. You press this treadle, you pass it from, you press the left treadle, you pass it from left to right. You press the right treadle next, pass it from right to left. That way, these are set up. People who have never woven a bit can weave. My daughter is a weaver. She has a nice, bigger than me, Harrisville loom. Bigger than me, bigger than what I have. And tends to weave kitchen linens with it. Not tablecloths, but towels. We had a fantastic time. We stayed there for more than 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. And I'm going to show what I wove. I chose a red, white, and blue warp. It's a mug rug, by the way. If you have to have a function for it, it's a mug rug. I cannot decide. That's the beauty of it. Actually, I think this is the better side as far as that. I am not good on my edges. It's not bad, but I also noticed that I had picked the red that I picked a red and the sparkly blue. Okay, so these were on the loom, the red, white, and blue. And you threw your shuttle back and forth this way. And I picked this sparkly blue, and I picked this deep maroon red. Okay. Well, you can see that it was probably a fluffy yarn and a little too fluffy, and it was probably, get some line on there. You can see my edge bumps are too big, right? They're not, this is a little bit better, but even that was a little too big. I'm not unhappy with it. I just saying that my daughter, who chose a weft the same thickness as the warp, got a real smooth looking piece of cloth. So yeah, there's just, that's the way it is with weaving. It all depends on your yarn choice. Well, what doesn't? Spinning all depends on your fiber choice. Knitting all depends on your yarn choice, you know? That's the way it works. I love this. I really do love that. So it's over here. I do sometimes use it. Put my coffee cup on. I'm not using it for my ice water because it's sweating. All right. That's almost half the mug. We both just had a ball doing it. She and I were the last to leave. They had done a morning session, so they had, close to 50 people. I forgot to ask. Of course, they're always asking for donations, but I forgot to ask if they have a website. I need to check that out. And if it gives what events they have, because my daughter found out about this somehow. All right. I think I'm going to put a row of around the base there. No, I'll just fill that in with white. Okay. Alright, so I did the brown. Fill in the top of the roof of the chimney with the white iris. Okay. That's here, top of the roof and the chimney. So we're going to do this white next. So it's going quicker than when I first start the kit the other day. I was like, oh man, this is going to take forever. I feel like I ought to put I think I've got I'll put this one in between. Oh, yep, these need beads. I forgot. Alright, like that. Now, wait. Hi, Kay. How are you? I am going to put snow on top of this little house, and it's going to be white sequins in a white tray. At least they sparkle on white foam. Right. This is funny. It's white. These are white on the outside and sort of pink, shell pink on the inside, but there's no shell pink that shows up on the... I don't know if you would turn them over to use that or not. Maybe it's supposed to just shine underneath, from underneath. You got your haircut and your oil change, and now you can relax and knit. I love it. I need a haircut, but I don't know. I'm putting it off for some reason. I'm not in the mood for short hair yet. I will be by the time it gets hotter outside, I suppose. I don't like the way the pins show on these white. Wish they made prettier pins. But that would have added to the cost. Right? Okay, have you ever done any sequin ornaments? I did some a long time ago. I would say probably back in the 80s. But I haven't done them for a while. What I did before were just round balls. I've never done the shape is just a little more challenging. Yeah, I can see the pink. When the light hits us, I can see the pink. They're such tiny pins. So tiny. Fortunately, the sequins are small. You like the look of it? Yeah, on a tree, I love the look at. You know, I love the way they look on a tree. Let's just say, the further away you are, the better they look. Did you see my mug rug that I wove? I don't know when you got here. Just did it for Mother's Day. My daughter took me to a weaving place for Mother's Day. We both wove for a couple hours. Okay, hang on. I will show you. This is, is the warp, the red, white, and blue. So there was one red, white, and blue on the thing. And then I chose the maroon color that is run across there and a sparkly blue. I love it. I had so much fun. That's about maybe an hour and a half of weaving, or not that much maybe. But it was 2 treadle, right? So push the right one down, go right to left, push the left one down, go left to right. It's really cool. I like the way it's a random thing. I mean, I just had the 2 colors, but they did well together. And my daughter, who is a weaver, has a really nice one. It is twice this length. She's going to lay it on top of her dresser. She wove twice the amount in the time that we were there than I did. I stopped for a little bit and watched, but what I'm saying is she chose weft that was the same thickness as warp. You can see right there. Look right there. You can see how thick that maroon was, right? She chose really thin, so she got an incredibly smooth one, and her warp was in a green, and she chose a variegated blue, and it just looked like water. It was so pretty. The lines were straight. It wasn't ripply like water, but it really did. It looked so good. Okay, I lost a sequin. Let me put a bead on here. That was my Mother's Day gift. To go do that together. Had a wonderful, wonderful day. And my daughter got a puppy. Puppy is 5 months old. And she is a bulldog. And she's black and white. Got a little, she's white with little black patches here and there. And, oh, that fell off. I don't know. She kind of reminds me of the Little Rascals dog, although he had a target circle around his eye. But anyway, they named her Iris, and I spent a lot of time just talking to Iris. She wouldn't come to me at all. She's very shy, and if my daughter was in the room, she was hanging out right beside my daughter, right? So she's real attached to my daughter. But I wanted, I know she's a friendly dog. I wanted to get her used to me. by the time I was ready to leave at the end of the day, so I'd been there twice, before we went and when we came back, after I brought her back. By the time I was ready to leave, daughter was sitting on the on the couch. I was behind the couch. Iris was up beside daughter on the couch, and coming up over the back, just licking my hand like crazy. Like, okay, this is safe. I'll do this. And when I got home, it was a gorgeous day. It was beautiful. And went to sit out on the porch for a while, and Twitch got up in my lap, and she licked and licked and licked my hands. It was like, "Ooh, you smell like dog. Let me get that off you." I heard, I have told on stream before that I have seen a pair foxes in our hay barn, and I did see babies stick their head out. They didn't come out very often, but I believe they're grown now. The babies are grown. And last night I heard a fox out in our front field barking. They have very distinctive bark. Let's see here. Yep, this goes all the way down on the little border too. I'm going to need some more of these. I don't really like how you can see the pins on this one so bad. You don't see it quite as much in the colored ones, but that white, unfortunately, looks like all the snow has rocks in it. Alright, now that I said that, nobody's going to be able to unsee it, right? That's all you're going to see is the pins. Speaking of which, I think I need some pins. I mean, even pushing them in doesn't help. I have pushed them pretty well far down, all the way in, but, you know, smashing the sequin, that didn't help either. Oh, don't do that over the... Oh, good. I just put pins all over the floor. There is, unfortunately, 2 sizes of pins in this. It's crazy. I've been trying to separate out the ones that look bigger, but they all kind of look alike. It's almost impossible. If I lay, you can't probably see this at all. There's definitely two sizes of pins. I've got them by the head, right? But it is so hard to find the little ones. Everything looks the same size, which it means there's a lot more big ones than little ones. And then we have some that I think are like in between. Right? I don't know. These all look big. It's pretty crazy. I could use the big, but I gotta find a way. I gotta find something to put these ones that I've sorted out as big ones in. Something in them. Hold them. If I just assume everything is a big pin and then go with something that doesn't look as big, I do a pretty good job sorting them out. The shorter ones are a tad thinner. Well, not really. They're all different thicknesses too. Hi, Mass Bandit. I am good. Welcome. Sitting here sorting out the little pins I didn't look up. Little, I should say shorter. What you working on today, Mass Bandit? Oops. I guess I dropped that completely. Going to be interesting sweeping this floor. You're back stitching the baby squirrel. Aww, that's so cute. I think that's my hour on the clock, and I think I will use that as my stretch break here. Which I need to do. Oh, oh man, I don't know what I'm going to do after I get done streaming today. The options are list more stuff on eBay, so finish the tea cozy, which I've been trying to do. By the way, it's raining today, so none of the options are outside stuff. The tea cozy has been hanging around forever. I keep talking about it. I just need to do it. I have probably about an hour's worth of work on it, and that's it. I don't know what my problem is. Oh, we're going for we're going to just get a couple things at the grocery store. Hubby wants to buy a lottery ticket. We are going to run into our little town this afternoon. I'm not going to cook anything. We have a lot of leftovers. Oh, I made meatballs yesterday. Oh, they were so good. I put them in marinara sauce and bake them, and then I make rice, and we eat it with rice. Oh man, I could eat that. Well, I will eat it again tonight, but I don't get tired of it. It's good. That's just like the best of spaghetti. That's my problem with streaming this time of day. I had my yogurt earlier, but I'm thinking about lunch right now. Oh, that's something I need to put on my grocery list. Here we go. Are you all familiar with Atkins Turbo Soup? I have the recipe in the kitchen, but I know it uses greens and cabbage, and I have the chicken and bacon. There it is. Oh, green beans. I forgot it had that. I have those. Alright, so it's bacon, I'll get some green onion, sun-dried tomatoes, I don't know if I have any. I may have used them. I haven't made the soup for a long. Okay, so I've decided that I am dieting. Chicken stock I have because I'm going to do cooked chicken breast. Celery I have. Oh, yellow squash. Forgot that was in it. That's good. It's there. That's in season now. The hardest thing to find is Swiss chard. I usually have to substitute. I don't like collards, so I usually have to substitute turnip greens. Okay, I got the recipe now, and I got what I need. I needed more than I thought. Hit the produce. I can't wait to go to farmers markets. I've been kind of thinking about checking out starting here pretty soon, but it really is early for what we like to get at farmers markets. I need to start going in June, end of June, July. I just am so anxious for fresh produce. Because I haven't done the spring garden for quite a while. I just do a summer garden. Oh, poor turtle. Crystal. Oh, it just looks sad. Oh, did the green fall off? Yep, I just stuck that green back in there. Alright, I'm going to have to dig out some more. I do like using the littler pins, let me tell you. They don't go as deep in there and you don't run into other pins inside. Alright, what am I going to put these pins in? I got to put them in something. I have another kit of this. I bought two. These are the flat ones, or they're not. They are flat, which I think is interesting. I don't know how they do with the pins, but I guess they do all right because I think they do both sides. Those should go quicker. I may go back and forth between the two. I am looking for... Yay, Kay! Good for you! You got the big boy. Alright. How about one of these bags I use for fiber samples? I think that'll work if I can find them. Where'd I put them? Oh. I found it back here. Alright. Snack bag, that'll work. That'll work. See, even some of these look small once I spread them out again. Really hard to figure out what are small and big. Oh well, it's a start. Okay. Hello. How are you, Holly? Thank you for my bunny stickers. Appreciate that. Oh, I have been watching and bidding on stuff at an auction, and there was a German-made nutcracker that when I first saw it, I collect Santa Claus for Christmas, you know, to various shapes and forms, some on the tree, some freestanding, that sort of thing, some stuffed. And when I first saw it, I thought the Santa was just a freeform thing that you put on the shelf for Christmas decorating. Turned out it was a nutcracker, and I didn't realize it was handmade in Germany, and so it went for hundreds of dollars. I totally have good taste, but didn't realize what I was looking at. But it was so cute because it says Santa's coffee break, and so it was a Santa holding a cup of coffee, right? And I liked that. Santa needs a coffee break too. Roses, yes. I took that picture. Those were my roses. I don't have that bush anymore though. I went to the grocery store Saturday. Hubby and I went, and of course that's the day before Mother's Day. So after we did our picked up our stuff we wanted, he says, "Okay, come over here to the florist part." He says, "I want you to pick out a bouquet of flowers." I was like, "Oh, okay." I've not had flowers for a long time. So I got a nice, it had a pink rose in it, pink carnation, white flowers. Got a nice bouquet. I've forgotten how happy flowers make me. You know, to have them in the house in a vase makes me very happy. I'm just kind of glad that hubby is, you know, he, for many, many years after his stroke, he was angry. He couldn't drive, he couldn't work, he couldn't do so much. He could do a lot, but it wasn't what he wanted to do. So, you know, it's been a process for him to get to the point where he can do some things that make life a little more enjoyable, like give gifts. Just have to find a way to do it. Or be happy with how you have to do it. You know, like the Serenity Prayer says, it's a good way to live life. Oh, you gotta add. Sorry, you'll be back. Holly may not, because she probably had ads right when she got here. There we go. Welcome back. Thank you for watching the ads. They're right on time. They were right on time. Right when I set it to 15 minutes after I start a stream, and an hour then, and they run them right after that hour. Going to be streaming again Thursday night, and I am not going to be working on this. Almost didn't today, but I thought, oh, it's all set up right here. But I want to get this done. I'll be working on something else by Thursday. Not sure what. Oh, it's thundering. No, it's not. It's Tuesday. That's our trash truck. Oops. Oh, I just poked a big hole. Oh, yep. Did you celebrate with your mother, Holly? I told everybody that's here, but my daughter and I went to a Mother's Day tea together on Sunday. It was very nice. Speaking of roses, my climbing roses are blooming like crazy right now. They are a very deep pink, and they're not as big and open. They're tinier flowers because it's a climbing rose, but it's loaded. It's so pretty. I have another big house I have to do. The other ones that are in the kit with this are smaller. If you take a look at this, you can see there's 2 Christmas trees. I think those are going to be fun. There's 2 big houses and 1 small house. It's a set of 5. Stay there. The only thing I remember, I don't remember making the other round ball ones that I did so many years ago, but what I am amazed at is how heavy it is. It's styrofoam like this, but it's pretty big. It's a big ball. And I always have to be kind of fidgety about how I hang it and where I hang it because it's pretty heavy, which is kind of surprising for a styrofoam base. But this is starting to sound kind of solid when I set it down, right? Like it has some weight to it too. After I get this snow all done, then put red and green beads in a row around the... I don't know if I needed to leave room for that or not. I didn't, or I hope they just sit on top. Maybe I ought to try that before I get too far. Oh, I see where the pins have come through on the one side here. Oh, I can push them back up. That works. Okay. Oh, do we have an ad going? No, I don't think so. Did the music stop? I think the music stopped. No, it's just... Yeah, I did. No, there it goes. Alright, I just have it so quiet. Water break. All right. Thought about sitting on the porch and doing this, and I have a feeling, since the cat will not stay off the table or my lap, I don't mind if she would just sit still. But she's got to be up and moving around a lot, and I think there would be sequins everywhere. Hi, Karen's mom. It's been a long time. So good to see you. Welcome with your puppy dog and the little bee saying hello. That's so cute. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good Mother's Day. I am working on, as you can see, a Christmas ornament that has sequins on it. And it's going good, but it's going slow. Ah, that's part of it, isn't it? Yeah, I've been streaming Thursday evenings and Sunday afternoons. I haven't had a morning stream for a while. I consider this morning. It's right over lunch. But if I'm going to do one, I figure over lunchtime people might have a chance to stop by while they're eating lunch or whatever, if they're working. So this is Tuesday. This is new. I haven't had 3 for a while now. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try for Tuesday mornings for a while. See if it works. It's helping me get some of these crafts done that is not spinning, because I have decided to set spinning aside until July, when Tour de Fleece starts, the Tour de France. Okay. What I'm going to do is, I have to decide what the front, oh, well, this is the front because it has the front door. I'm going to put a row of beads on there, and then I'm going to see if I need to fill in this white. Oh, you go to your local farmer's market. Well, I was just talking about the farmer's market. Little bags, washcloths, scrubbies. Awesome. That sounds really nice. Um, I was wanting uh, vegetables already, and I think I'm a tad too early yet. But I know that the farmers markets really get going in June around here. All right, so I need large green bead and a small silver bead. Make a row of green and silver beads along the middle of the fascia on the house front, alternating between the two colors. So we need the silver beads. There's the green beads. And there's the silver beads. And actually, I'm supposed to use the longer, I just put them away, but I'm supposed to use the longer pins for the beads. So let me get some of this longer ones out here. It's all relative. I don't really consider them all that much longer. Alright, the green is bigger. And I'm going to try and work out of the bags. And it looks like I'm supposed to make it so that it touches right next to each other. I'm going to dump these out and use that. I probably ought to dig these out from the other kit that I have. I always do it on the sticky side. Ooh, that's probably too many. Oh well. Because, yep, they're going to be easier to wrangle in here. Alright, I can work on this laying down, with it laying down. Am I in the camera? I am. It's kind of hard to see, but... Boy, I am working in my shadow. You post some pictures. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry you missed the Pokemon. Those things are come and go before I even look up at sometimes. But that's okay. Right now, all the pins look short. What happened to all my long pins? I think they're all long. I don't know. It's terrible that they have to be so close. But I don't want real long pins anyway. Going into this, they run into each other. What are we doing on time here? Oh, it goes by quickly. I will find somebody to raid here in a minute. A couple minutes. I suppose those are supposed to be Christmas lights on the house, right? I can't look at Discord right now. I'm not ignoring you. Oops, that just fell right off. because Discord doesn't work on my desktop. So I have to wait till I can get my iPad, because I don't bring my iPad in with me. I don't think they made the pin heads big enough for these beads. They are. Boy, that tolerance is slim. I mean, I can't pull the bead off, but sure looks like a big hole. Discord used to work on my desktop, and they put out a notice one time that basically said, well, we can't take care of both, the desktop and the Apple iOS, because the desktop is not Apple. And they were just flat out said, we're going to support for the phone only. Or, it'll work on the phone only. It's like, okay. Didn't realize you were that small of a company. There's a bag that makes everybody who sees them in the person smile, if not outright laugh. Oh, good. That sounds great. I can't wait to see it. Alright, so I have little crystal clear seed beads included in this, and I probably should have put them with those white. I didn't think about it. But I'm using them mostly because these, as a blocker for the bigger beads and sequins, the sequins had big holes too, because it just come right off the pin, right off the head. I'm only saying something about, there was absolutely nothing in the instructions to do that, to that effect. You get it on your laptop and it's a PT. Well, yeah, that is, I guess, still a different operating system. You know, I have a gaming desktop. I don't know what exactly it runs. I mean, I know it runs Windows, but what version? It's Windows 10, I think. So I really don't know if that makes a difference or not. I also don't know. I took it off of the desktop a while ago. I really don't know if they fixed it. Because since it was off the desktop, I wasn't getting any kind of notifications from them anymore. I get it on my iPad. My iPad is the only place I have it. I don't have it on my phone. Well, some of these I put on with the seed bead and some I didn't. I hope the ones I didn't don't just fall off. Like that. They did. They just fell off. Okay. That's alright. I can pull the pin and put a seed bead in. And ironically, it's the smaller beads. With the big, they have a bigger hole. I better hold on to the remainders of all this. I have a feeling this is going to need occasional touch-up where the beads have fallen off. Yep, it's definitely time to go look for somebody to raid. I need to, my knees are saying you need to walk. You've been sitting too long now. And I need some lunch. Oops, that went crooked. Little dab of glue will do you good, right? Little dab will do you. Oh, they're all going to fall off. All right. It's just the silver ones. That's all right. Give it a shake and figure them out, and then you're good to go. I am really tired of working in my shadow here. I have to figure out how to get my light in a better place for this. It isn't so bad when I'm working on something bigger that is, you know, under the broader band of light. All right. Cute. Looking cute. Starting to really come together here. Kind of hard to show. It's not, the flat side's the part that's going to be the most obviously visible. The first farmer market is this weekend. Yeah, I think the what am I trying to say? I think the kit was kind of put together retrograde, right? As far as some of the parts of it. All right, let's go see who's. Thank you. Oop, a new message. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. I was glad to see you, to all of you. I appreciate you coming by. And if you have any suggestions, hang on here. I am turning off Adkins and going to look at Twitch here. Or turning off Adkins, turning off the music. We'll go raid somebody. Yep. There's my birdie singing. Sardinia. Oh, she's got a whole bunch of beads. Looks like she's on break, though. Okay, we have a crocheter. Angelic Dreamer. I have her in my followed channel, but I don't remember seeing her before. Abstract Halo is doing the cow. Who's new down here? The new soups? Starting soon. Otterly Tiffin. Cosplay. Imaginary Friend. Three Marie. She's got her kids at home. She says, no school. You want to guess how many times they'll come and visit? A lot of people are on breaks. Okay, Potter. Alright, I am going to something totally different. I am going to throw Dan, which is a Potter. And I'm doing that because he is working on building up his followers, which is good. You have the last day of school is this week? Yes, so is my grandson. And he's Tina CI. I don't have her. Okay. Hang on. Let me look that up. Let me search her. Always love meeting somebody new. don't think I spelled it right. Pottery? Yes? Okay.
Stretch out. Stretch out the holes.
Okay. Well, like I said, he's new and sounds like he has a nice voice. He doesn't have, come here. Let me see this again. He only has 6 people there right now. He's got 33 followers to go. So go give him some follows and help him out a little bit. Alright, I'm going to mute him here a minute. I got to figure out what I got to do here. Got to raid. Okay. It's Throwdown. It's Throwdown Day. Yeah. I don't know what he means by the blindfold challenge because he's not blindfolded. So maybe he'll talk about that. There it is. All right. See you all, everybody. Take care. I'll be back on Thursday evening, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for sticking around with me all the stream. I appreciate it. Let's raid.
Welcome, Mars Bandit and Hollies and Charter Stitches. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, Hollies and Charter Stitches. Your name is too long, doesn't fit on my little box.
Looky here!
And thank you for the follow, Jansen Style. Welcome. How are you? What are you doing? Based on names alone. Shout out. Oh, that's actually the first raid I've had since I changed my shout out message, and yes, there is a link in there now. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, me too. I'll introduce myself then. I'm Dan. I do pottery on Twitch. Yeah. I did work, thankfully. So I have that automated because quite often my hands are not in a fit state to to touch a keyboard. Yeah, welcome in. I'm Dan. I do pottery. I'm pretty much a beginner, doing it for about a year. Currently making a chimney and a plant pot. I'm using the plant pot just for turning at the moment. I did not mean to do that. Just trying to clean it a bit and I've just broken my tool. Hopefully I can put that back together.
Looky here!
Thanks for the follow. Caroline's mum? I've just broken my tool. This is one of the original tools I've had it for over a year, so it's done okay. Yeah, so I do pottery. Looks like you're also a crafter, which is good to see. That's fun. You might like those. Ooh. I made some yarn bowls recently. Say recently, a few weeks ago. They were finished. Nothing's recent in here. All takes forever. Thank you very much for the follows on YouTube and Instagram. They're a little pair yarn bowls. If you're into that kind of thing. It's the first time I tried them, so they're not perfect, but not bad. I think I need a gift for someone. I don't know, that doesn't do. I have the bomb. Let's see. Yeah, I do like the nice bright colours. Been practicing, experimenting a bit with glazes recently. Things like this. Just two different glazes combined. Just don't ask me which ones. Yeah, I do like that. It's a bit yellow, Mardi Gras it's called. Got another pop here. I do like that. It's one of my favourites. But yeah, welcome. Thank you for the raid. As I say, I was just trying to trim this down. I give this chimney, mini, tiny chimney. It's not, I say mini. I've made smaller ones. This is an example of the kind of shape that it will be. Obviously this one's a lot smaller, but it's not as small as this one. I threw for a bit of fun. Mini one. I quite enjoy throwing tiny miniature pots in the lawn. For a bit of a laugh. Right, let's see if I can put this tool back together. Because I just want to use it actually. So that goes on like that. There is a go like that. That might make more sense. But the glue's done it's past its prime. Just want it to come out. Yeah, like that. Okay. I'll give it a go. But I think I'll just, I'll need a new one, but not expensive, that's a good thing. It tells how about it, yeah. Luckily, yeah, these kinds of tools are pretty cheap. Although, I don't know when the next time I'll be going to the pottery shop will be. Because I just went yesterday. And I did take some things off to be fired. And they said it won't be till June. That'll be finished. So yeah, it'll probably be a while before I get a chance to buy a new one. So if I can get this working, that'll be good. Right, so if I can finish this off, put a foot ring on it, which will allow it to sit kind of nice and level on the surface. Don't normally use this for this job. Normally mark it out with a needle first. Might just use a different tool for now. I've got plenty of them. Just not any of that exact shape and size. This one might be okay though. A little bit bigger. Everything I have though is covered in some kind of clay. And not the one I'm currently using. So I don't want to get white porcelain on or a nice brown